We're on.
To the sports show, yeah. Even though I got the blue screen up here on this computer. You know, it's always good to come sit down. Run a little late. It's all right, Bubba. You know, Bubba. He's the man. He had his podcast guest. They were really getting into it. Sounded like a really good interview. I listened to about 3/4 of it. Good story. Guys, you know, it's a real inspiration. Played basketball.
Where do you play basketball at?
I think it was in Iowa. Then something happened. I think it was like baby mama drama.
Oh.
And then I think he had to go. He started playing in the Dominican and some other things. But some other things happened and yada, yada, yada. Next thing you know, he's doing some drugs. Oh. Or he's dealing them, I should say.
Did you watch Cocaine Quarterback?
Yes, I did.
How good was that?
That was really good.
It was pretty awesome.
I was not expecting that.
No. I love watching things where I don't know anything about it. I watched the new documentary on the 1980 Olympic team. It was pretty damn good.
Oh, the hockey team?
Yeah. So it gives you an appreciation, how good of an actor Kurt Russell was portraying Herb Brooks. Phenomenal. And also, I know when I watched the movie originally, they said it was true. Like, they did not have to embellish much, which Hollywood does. And the documentary kind of proves how true everything was. It was You
mean similar to Rudy?
Not quite.
The Cocaine Cowboy, if you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. It's over on
Cocaine
Netflix.
Quarterback.
Cocaine Cowboy is another documentary.
Completely different, but Cocaine Quarterback was a walk-on from the volleyball team, made it on USC's national championship team with Matt Leinart and all those guys. And
what position did he play?
I think it was H-back or linebacker.
Okay.
But he was just a big body that was athletic.
Yeah, that's what. And obviously, he talked about always being on the sidelines, pretty much just partying the whole time.
Oh yeah, I mean, but the cool thing was he said, because they beat it was Oklahoma down here, right?
Yeah,
in Miami in that national title, they kicked their ass. Or wait, is that right?
Yeah, that was when it was Oklahoma, and I think that's when they had Jason White.
Yeah, yep. And they kicked their ass, and he was gonna get to play, but he didn't have his helmet. He was already celebrating. So he was actually going to get to go in the game and didn't have his helmet. So
yeah,
would have got to play in a national title. But anyway, was that one of the worst Super Bowls you can remember?
The
Seattle versus Peyton Manning Super Bowl was pretty bad.
Yeah,
that was the one in New York.
Remember the Seattle New England one? But 7 years ago? I want to say it was maybe longer than that.
Seattle, New England. That was the Malcolm Butler interception at the goal line. That was a great Super Bowl.
But that was at the end. I'm talking about during the game, though. It was.
But still drama. It was drama filled. It was back and forth. There was good. There was some good football. This was not much good football, other than if you're a Seahawks defensive fan. They got after him. I mean, what were your initial thoughts from that game?
This game?
Yeah,
the Super Bowl. Well, I feel that. Not any other. I felt like the Rams, if they could have easily. I think they would have dominated the Pats. I think they would have beat that Seahawks team. I think both teams looked a little flat. I think they did not look like the best team. Everyone's praising the Seahawks defense for looking, great. Now they're calling it a dynasty's back, and it's the
who's they?
Oh, everyone I've listened to that's breaking down. That's one that comes to my mind. Adam Schefter. Adam Schefter came on. He's like, "This is one of the elite defenses. This reminds me of," I hate this too. They always forget about the Bucs defense.
They do.
And he said, like the Seattle, the Legions of Boom, and the '85 Bears. And
they're very good. Tariq Woolen's a free agent. He's going to go somewhere most likely. Again, you lose. I don't think Woolen's a great player, but he's talented. And he's a 6'4" corner that runs about a 4.25. He's been a little bit up and down.
Yeah, but if you look at it, we talked about it. It almost, and a lot of people now say, and everyone's going to say, this is what it does. It shows how Patriots kind of they say it about the schedule being weak.
It was.
And
incredibly weak.
And it kind of shows. What was it, 6 sacks I think it was.
By the Seahawks?
Yeah.
Something like
that. It was like 5.
It was
I think that was a record.
I think the first point you just made was actually what I messaged my guy group in the middle of the game. I said, God, McVay's got to be fucking furious right now, Like, because they were so close to being Super Bowl champs.
Oh,
and
yeah.
also it's like Bo Nix getting hurt.
Yeah.
I think the Broncos were definitely the best team in the AFC, and they sat at home.
Which I think we predicted I think we said that it should have been, or when we were picking our games, the Rams Broncos for the Super Bowl, and obviously it was completely opposite.
Yeah, but Seattle and the Rams were a toss-up, obviously. They played 3 games all season. 3 games, and it was 3 great games. Those were the 2 best teams, it looked like. And in the AFC, when you lose your starting quarterback going into the AFC Championship, it's completely different. But Seattle was definitely the better team in this. Josh McDaniels is a great offensive coordinator. I didn't think he adjusted well at all. I thought McCourty said exactly at halftime, McCourty said they got to do some quick game and some screens, get the ball out of his hand because the O-line's getting pummeled. I thought that was pretty obvious early on that they needed to change things up a little bit and help their quarterback because they can't sit back there because the left side of the line's just getting imploded.
Yeah, that cornerback blitz was getting him every time.
Man, Weatherspoon's a hell of an athlete. I don't know if other people appreciate that as much as me, but just seeing him blitz from depth, runs a 4.35.
There was
goes around a lineman, plus makes this. That was an unbelievable play by a corner.
There was two. I think there was two blitzes that I saw. You didn't even see him on screen.
From a pre-snap positional, you don't think he's coming.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's he's coming from 6 yards deep, looking man to man, and the safety's not even giving away that he's coming. Really good disguise when you have. Again, Mike McDonald's a really good coordinator and head coach. Obviously, they have really good players, and they are set up to win. You've got Darnold for 2 more years, relatively cheap for a quarterback. They'll lose some pieces free agency because, inevitably, solid players are going to get overpaid by position-needy teams. So I could easily see a couple of their pass rushers leaving. Tariq Woolen might leave. A couple other of those guys. Kenneth Walker could get a boatload of money somewhere else. Obviously, Super Bowl MVP right there, well-deserved. Good for him. He's a hell of a running back. Looked really good the other day. He is built like a bowling ball, and he's explosive as hell.
Try to see. I'm going to pull up here on my phone since the computer took a complete shit. I'm actually trying to see who their free agents are going to be.
Woolen and Walker. I want to say they at least one of their pass rushers.
But it says right here that they got 18 of 22 starters under contract for 2026.
Yeah, bodes well.
That's huge, and I think it's similar with the Pats. But I don't see. Everyone was praising once again about, when I mean everyone, I'm just saying the analyst guys that go on and talk about it. Before the Super Bowl, they were saying, this is the step where it's going to be the next dynasty for the Patriots, and now they're coming out with the Seahawks, their defense. JSN obviously getting hurt, I think it hurt their offense in that second half. Did it ever say what happened to him?
They checked him for a concussion, but he had something with his leg, obviously, that they were checking as well. His head hit the ground, and he had to go back for concussion protocol, but he eventually got cleared. But there was obviously something that they were doing with his leg.
413.
Hey, are you guys talking about the Super Bowl?
We are.
I got to get my thoughts out right away. I normally wait and let you guys get your flow on, but I am so pissed at Drake May. I stood fast with the Patriots the entire time. I literally, right to the very last second, I still held out hope until he fell back and gave the ball to Seattle and let him run it in for a touchdown. That's when I said, this game is over. I'm like, what is with this fucking kid? Why is it a kid playing amongst men and he just fucking sucked, threw so many interceptions, blew so much shit, fumbled so many balls? What the fuck? Anyways, I know I'm sniped, but Clint Kubiak's the new Raiders coach. Get excited.
Are you a Raiders fan, Joe?
No, never. I'll never like the Raiders either, but that's the breaking news.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to wait officially until after the Super Bowl, but it's hey, first chance. He's got the lineage. Go there, draft Mendoza, see how he does. Obviously, a franchise has been down for a while. They had the unfortunate bullshit railroading Gruden situation, and they've struggled ever since. Let's see if Kubiak can get it going.
Joe sounded like he hated Drake May.
Yeah, he wasn't real happy. Well, I mean, New England won the AFC despite Drake May in the playoffs, right? Didn't he have 8 turnovers?
Yes, he did. Yeah,
and when that's he didn't protect the ball at all. I mean, that's obvious. He didn't play well. I don't think McDaniels called a good game. I think the one thing that always you need to do when your quarterback is struggling, your offensive line is struggling. Drake May is a really good athlete. Use him a little bit in the run game. Like their first 6 drives of the game. 8 plays, 28 yards. I'll give him credit. That was an exceptional drive compared to 4 plays, 6 yards, 3 plays, 5 yards, 3 plays, -2 yards, 6 plays, 10 yards. End of half. 3 plays, 7 yards, 3 plays, 9 yards, 3 plays, 6 yards, 5 plays, 10 yards, fumble. That was their offense in the first 3 quarters. That's literally as bad as there's ever been. But at some point, you got to call some sort of a QB run. You got to do something, and I don't think they changed at all. They just let the Seahawks pass rushers just tee off.
Hold on, Grant. There we go. This computer had to be restarted. There we go.
All right.
I'm trying to do it. Sorry, got tech support, no computer on my phone. Real pro show, even starting late.
But anyway, the Patriots defense played exceptional to keep them in the game. 9-0 at halftime, and even 12-0 to end it was 12-0 when Drake May fumbled late in the third quarter, and the first touchdown was A.J. Barner early in the fourth quarter. But up until that point, it's 12-0. You're playing a defensive struggle, and you're still in it at 12-0. You just need one play, one drive to get it going, and they just never could. And I won't even say Seattle played bad offensively. Obviously, they ran the ball well with Walker. He had a really good game, so you got to give the O-line credit there.
Hell of a game.
And Darnold, I thought Collinsworth said it best in the game. He said that that this is going to be a really tight game, and Darnold is going to make sure he doesn't make a mistake, especially as well as his defense is playing. And
there was a couple of times Collinsworth was a little, licking Drake May up a little too much.
Yeah,
and it was right around the time. It's funny because he was praising Drake May, and then the interception happened.
I also Christian Gonzalez is one hell of a corner. He made some incredible plays. You just saw how athletic he is a couple different times. Those were huge plays that took a great play by an all-pro corner to eliminate 75 yards worth of catches. He kept them in the game. I thought their safety Woodson from Cal, the rookie, played really, really well. Carlton Davis is a very good corner. We obviously saw him here for several years. Prototype tall, long corner. The Patriots defense played well. Played very, very well. You're 12 points in the first 3 quarters of the game. Offense just literally couldn't do anything.
I think when we talked about it, I think we did give we gave the Patriots the cornerbacks. And I don't know. It was almost more of a push, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah, quarterback was obvious who played better, and it wasn't Darnold playing exceptional. I thought he played a C game, C+.
Yeah, he did pretty well eluding the sacks a lot of the times.
He is more mobile than people realize, but offensively they scored 22. They got 5 field goals, which they could play for the field goals. You don't want to, but your defense is playing that well. It's kind of like, man, just get to 20 points and we're going to win this game.
Yeah.
And they did. Like I said, Darnold C+ turns into a B+ when you factor in the situation. Just don't turn the ball over, make a few plays, we win. Running back was obvious. Walker was the best player on the field. Defensive line was obvious. Seahawks, but the Patriots D-line was great. Milton Williams, he only got 1 sack, but he was in there all night. Very boring Super Bowl, though.
It sure was.
Just wasn't. I wasn't excited. I wasn't super excited for that game overall, and it lived up to that. But 10 years from now, doesn't matter. The Seahawks get the ring. Darnold's got a ring. Mike McDonald in his second year as a head coach certainly looks like I didn't think they should have fired Pete Carroll. That's obviously wrong because in 2 years with Mike McDonald, they built back and
pretty much, and with a totally different
revamped
team
real quickly. Yeah. Obviously, Minnesota screwed up by getting rid of Darnold, and
now they're talking about and we go toward here, we could say free agency, and they're releasing Kirk Cousins, and you kind of explained it to me off, but I was so confused why Atlanta would be cutting Kirk Cousins, especially with Penix still in the air.
Well, what is Cousins? He's still getting paid a lot this year, right?
Yes, he is.
The only thing I can think of is new coach in Atlanta is who? Stefanski, right? Who actually has coached. He was Cousins' offensive coordinator in Minnesota, but he just doesn't want to hitch his wagon to a 36, 37-year-old Cousins. When he's going to start fresh.
Do you think are they going to draft a quarterback?
They might. They might wait one more year, but I think Stefanski feels pretty good that he's going to be given at least 3 or 4 years, And you still don't know what you have in Penix. He's played okay, but he's been hurt and he's got a very bad injury history. If he does not play well this year, they obviously won't pick up his option, and next year is a pretty good quarterback class, better than this year. So a bad year in Atlanta would probably mean drafting in the top 12 or 15 and getting a quarterback. But Stefanski has pretty good job security. He just wants to just get Cousins out of the way as the guy's a great guy you want on your team, but we just don't even want that option anymore. We're moving on,
Yeah, it looks like he has, $35 million in dead cap space. Yeah. He restructured his salary from $35 million to $2.1 with a $10 million roster bonus. So, but still $35 million. And then,
but the true cash, they only have to pay 10.
Yes.
Okay, so that makes more sense. The cap hit's different from the actual cash that they're paying. They're basically paying him $10 million,
which isn't to get rid of him.
Yeah, just to.
And they have talked about if he does get released for him to possibly go back to Minnesota.
I could see that
and be another backup there again.
That's probably the only other place I could see Rodgers going if he doesn't go to Pittsburgh.
He seemed like he's happy in Pittsburgh. I have a feeling he's going to be staying in Pittsburgh.
I think Pittsburgh should. It's a logical fit that they probably. But do they draft a quarterback?
Yeah,
mid first round, like 20th overall. Ty Simpson. Rodgers plays one more year, and then you
hand it off. Yeah, hand it off to him, to an actual first round pick.
Who we'll see.
Yeah, it depends on that. But with Atlanta. Then what are they doing in your opinion? Are they getting a quarterback in the draft, or are they gonna get one in free agency?
Who are the free agent quarterbacks available?
That's what I'm trying to see here. The free agency class is not good.
No.
Let's see if we go by position. I hate having you're probably gonna be quicker on me. I'm on my phone.
Daniel Jones.
Well, I think he's going to go back to. I think he's going back to the Colts.
Could you see Joe Flacco going to Atlanta just to?
That would be good. Is he planning on coming back?
He's 41, but he's a good veteran. He's a really good veteran. You can do a lot worse. Would Jimmy G want to go down to Atlanta? Mariota come back? Malik Willis?
Is Kyle Murray?
What's Murray's? What's his? How much does he get? Is he owed?
Let's see. They're saying he's projected to be cut or traded because he's not going to be a free agency. $56 million. Looks like he's owed about $46 million.
That's what he's going to get paid this year.
Yeah.
So how do you trade him if you're not trading? Unless you take on $20 million plus of that money, Yeah,
you're gonna have to just cut him,
or just keep him and just. He's still. Who's the coach down there?
Shit, who did they just hire?
It was from one of the Final Four. Oh, it's LaFleur's brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got Malik Willis.
I'm going to say Jets for him.
Geno Smith.
Geno's not going to like going from $35 million to getting like $6 million.
No, you might be out of the league then.
Yeah.
Marcus Mariota could always make an appearance back in Atlanta. Yeah. Tua Tagovailoa.
Another one who's owed the world, right?
You know who could be is Jameis. I don't think he's under contract still.
I think it was a 1 year and in New York.
And just like Russell Wilson's going to be available, Justin Fields, Trey Lance.
I'd sign Fields before I'd sign Fields for $8 or $10 million before I'd sign some of these other guys and just literally have a package for him to run. I mean, we're still talking about a guy who rushed for 1,100 yards like 3 years ago. I don't want him as my starting quarterback, but
would you want him as a backup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great athlete. You can.
Or do you want to do Mariota again? Put Mariota
Not
there.
a Mariota fan. Quitter.
Is he?
Watch quarterback from 2 years ago when he was in Atlanta. He lost his starting job. He was a little bit hurt, and he just quit.
Interesting.
He wanted to go. Yeah. Not a fan.
I mean, because I feel like with this quarterback class, Malik Willis actually
is the best one.
He's in the best position.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a bidding war. I thought
Arizona and the Jets, I think.
I thought he was going to be going down to Miami.
I could see that as well.
With the two guys coming out of Green Bay. Yeah.
Not Jeff Hafley, sorry.
That I could see them going.
That.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't see enough out of Fields to head that way.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy for the Jets to give him what they did.
They got desperate.
They did. I mean, he has more career playing time, significantly more than Malik Willis, but Malik Willis looks more NFL quarterback ready, you know?
Yeah.
For a guy who's also an exceptional athlete. But Justin Fields, it always looked like I thought the best thing I've ever heard to describe him. This is not something I came up with, but it says Justin Fields tries to see the whole field, but he actually sees none of it. And I get that. It's hard to see everything, and maybe you can coach him to maybe, hey, let's do half the field. A lot of coaches do that because if you try to see everything, you end up seeing nothing. But he's still got a great arm. He's really athletic. He seems like a likable enough guy, but I mean, he's gone on his third team now in the last 3 years, so it's tough to get another shot as a starter. But you got to just hope you get a chance and hope you crush it. And you can. We certainly have a few reclamation projects who just won the Super Bowl. We got Baker here. We got some. You can take a circuitous route to becoming a very good NFL player, and maybe that's going to be what he does.
What do you think Mike Evans is going to do? Speaking of the Bucs,
it's got to be Bucs or nobody.
Oh, yeah, I can't see him going out the way he did.
He's from Corpus Christi, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he goes down to I don't know, but I feel like maybe he goes somewhere in Texas, or I could easily. I mean, he looked pretty damn good in a Rams uniform as a 6'5" deep threat, you know, with those two other receivers. Still got Puka for cheap, right?
Yeah, I mean, because you're looking at listen, you don't think the Rams are going to try to rework that contract?
For Puka?
Yeah.
He's
in his third year?
He just had his third.
Yeah.
And he's basically averaging 100 yards a game for his career.
I mean, you better do it now. I mean, realistically.
If he does it again next year, you're talking about Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
If you give him right now 5 for 170, maybe he takes it. But next one more year, it's going to be 5 for 200.
Yeah, the salary cap's going to be going up too. So
correct, yeah. So,
but I mean, with Evans, if you look at the last veterans, what was it? Devontae Adams 25, Diggs 23, Cooper Kupp 18. So,
Evans is still worth a healthy Evans is still worth 25.
Yeah. So what would you do? 2 for 25?
If he wants to, yeah.
Because
two for 50, you mean?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, with 1 year guaranteed.
Yeah. I mean, for being 33, I know he's coming off an injury, but
I mean, he's had the soft tissue issues, which I just saw the Bucs fired their strength and conditioning coach, which that just happened. That just came in. But I mean, I can't see. I don't want Evans going anywhere else. I don't think Evans wants to go anywhere else. But
how much is on the strength and conditioning coach? I mean, realistically,
we'll see. We'll see if there's. I mean, we'll see what the baseline was and what it.
I mean, does the coach? Listen, I always feel like it's kind of like.
I feel like almost everyone's doing the same shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not even really the strength and conditioning. It's it's almost like, hey, let's just keep up with what we're doing, and it's the coach wanting to be the one who's assigning the different stuff, or the assistants, or whatever it is. But I don't feel like the strength and conditioning guy is affecting that much play and what they're doing on and off the field.
I agree. I mean, I've had plenty of my share of injuries. I've been on a bunch of teams. I've never once blamed a strength and conditioning coach for the injuries of a team, but seems like an easy scapegoat. It is tough in Florida, but there's several teams in Florida. You've got all this heat, humidity, you got cramping issues, and that can lead to more soft tissue. I think more of a factor would be how hard do you practice the guys, how much wear and tear do you put on veteran bodies throughout the season? I mean,
yeah, but guys were calling out saying that they needed to do, like, they were saying they did too many walkthroughs during the year.
I heard that too. So it's your again, this is
who's that on right there? That's the coach, right?
That's the coach.
Yeah, that's not on the strength and conditioning guys.
No.
I mean, I guess you can come up, but how much different, from even just in college, like your workout plans in the off season were different between the colleges that you went to?
Not much different.
Yeah, so
not much different at all.
You got your packet, you knew what you were going to do in the off season, and it wasn't going to change realistically.
When I went to Indiana, it was DiNardo was a hard ass. Like he was a hard ass. You had a conditioning test you had to pass, and if you were a senior and you did not pass it, you were kicked off the team. Now it was a conditioning test that he said if you do what you're supposed to in the all summer. He's never had somebody fail the conditioning test that did what they were supposed to do all summer, meaning just go and give effort. And I thought that was correct. But it was hard. At USF, we worked hard. We did a lot of 2007, we did a lot of speed, which was great. I always kind of felt like it's your job you're going to do conditioning, but you're going to do conditioning with the team. But if you practice hard enough, you really don't have to do much extra conditioning. And we were a very fast team at USF. I want to say after the 2007 season, we had a lot of guys running sub 4.5. We were very, very fast, and we had really good 225 numbers on bench. We had a lot of physical freaks on that team. But at K-State, we did so much straight up conditioning, and that was just to set a mentality of what type of program it was going to be. It was Snyder's first year out of retirement, and it was just for mental toughness. I mean.
But when you get to the NFL, there's not really, I would say, there's not many teams that have this. Oh man, that's new. That's I feel like there's nothing really out there.
You're a pro. You're getting paid a shit ton of money to be in the type of conditioning that you should be in. I know they all have conditioning tests, and other than that, a lot of them don't really run sprints other than if they have an occasional bad practice as a team.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is that it seems like most guys talk. I mean, everyone talks to each other. You know what I mean? They're all sharing each other's secrets. Like I think I was during the halftime, not the halftime, the Super Bowl. During halftime, I was watching some of the interviews that guys did on Radio Row. And, I think what Stafford's doing this like red room or red this red bed.
Oh, the red light therapy?
Yeah. And it was like 7 or 8 other guys that weren't even on the Rams were, doing it. Like
yeah. If you like LeBron spends $1 million a year on body maintenance is what I heard. Which I would too. If I'm making 50 and he's probably played an extra 5 years because of how incredible a specimen he is and how good he takes care of his body. You get a guy like Stafford at that age who's basically, when you're at that level, you don't have a budget. You spend whatever you need to on recovery. Those guys are same with what Rodgers did with his Achilles and all that. There's new stuff there's new cutting edge technology for all this stuff.
Now, someone like an Evans, what's your training to what do you do in the off season? Because to try to strengthen your hammy pretty much, right?
He's had hamstring issues. You want to make sure he's legit still. He's still a 4.5 or better guy at that age and size. His main goal is to be healthy for as many out of 17 weeks as you can. And he's been a very durable receiver for his entire career with a little bit starting to add up, Yeah. It's starting to add, which is why teams are hesitant to pay guys this late in their career. But it's all about what he's done throughout in terms of what makes him feel the best. Does he need to lose 5 or 6 pounds to maybe take a little bit of wear and tear? I don't know. He's been in the league long enough. He's a true pro. I'd love to see him have one more year with the Bucks and play a full season. He does, like you said earlier, you don't want to go out with this taste in his mouth.
Yeah, I mean, one of the greatest Bucks.
Yeah,
there has been.
Great draft pick.
Which I'm looking at the free agent wide receivers. I mean, there's a good amount.
So we got.
Let's see here. We got George Pickens.
Pickens got franchise, which is that 30, 27 or 30 million?
28.
28. Which I mean, Pickens is. I think that's the only obvious move. Like he is a great receiver, unbelievably talented, but can you give a guy like that a long-term contract with his just? He's an emotional lesbian.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's tough. So give him. I would franchise him just like that, and I would probably franchise him again next year. Like if he has another good year where he keeps his nose relatively clean, franchise him again next year. But I just can't see anybody paying him a huge amount of money.
Yeah, long term.
Alex Pierce is a guy. Yeah, 21.3 per reception. You know where he played his college ball?
Where?
Bearcats, Cincinnati.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
But he's been the last couple years he's put up 7, 8, 9, almost 1,000 yards, and now this year got over it. And he is. He produced. He really, really produced. He's big. I want to say 6'3.5", just over 200 pounds. Really good player. He's going to be. All right, I'm seeing right here. Could see a transition tag around $24 million. Again, that's probably another guy that they don't want to give a long term to. But if he's getting tagged for 24 for 1 year, maybe they offer him 3 for 60 and see if he takes it.
Which isn't bad.
Not bad. I'd take that.
Pittman got 3 for 68.
That's what Michael Pittman is?
Yeah. 3 for 68 with $46 million guaranteed.
Wandale Robinson also had a really good slot receiver, had 1,000 yards. Probably going to be looking at 15 to 20 per year. The Giants obviously want him to stay. He did a lot of that damage with Jackson Dart. It's always good to have. And that once Neighbors got hurt, took on a bigger role. He was a second-round pick from Kentucky that just started to live up to. I think he was a second-round pick.
Yeah, then you got it looks like the whole 49ers wide receiver core.
Jawan Jennings is a good player. He's probably in that 10 to 12 million a year range.
Let's see. And then
Romeo Dobbs has been a good player in Green Bay.
Brandon Ayuk.
Ayuk's going to be a free agent, right?
Yeah. But he's coming off an injury, correct?
He didn't play this year at all.
Yeah, I mean
they expected him to. Receivers are the ones. It's a tough position because of the personality issues.
I mean, they had that big thing where I think it was when you hit 30, it's downhill from there.
Oh
for
yeah,
a little
unless
bit.
you're Jerry Rice. Still one of the most impressive things. You look at Jerry Rice's stats. I think he tore his ACL at like age 37 or 36. Came back and had 2 or 3 more 1,000-yard seasons.
Oh, damn.
Unfreaking real, right?
Yeah, I didn't know he tore his late in his
it might have been
career.
Achilles, but he missed. I'll pull the stats right now.
Yeah,
it's remarkable.
I mean, Christian Kirk, he went nuts. Obviously,
in the playoffs, he was a good player for a long time. All right, so Jerry Rice, 35 years old in 1997, played in 2 games. So his second game of the season got hurt.
Oh wait, that was against the Bucks.
Was it?
Yeah, that was when we hurt Steve Young and Jerry Rice.
So yeah, he at that point in his career, he had, God, it's remarkable. Rookie year 927, then 1570, 1078, 1306, 1483, 1502, 1206, 1201, 1503, 1499, 1848, 1254. So he put up 11 seasons in a row that are just spectacular and barely missed 1,000 as a rookie. Then tears his ACL as a 35-year-old. Comes back in at 36, has 82 for 1157 and 9 touchdowns.
Jeez.
Then the next 2 years, 830 and 805, they get rid of him, and everyone forgets in his 3 years in Oakland, 1139 and 9 touchdowns, 1211 and 7 touchdowns. In his last year in Oakland, he had 869 and 2 touchdowns. Still, as a 41-year-old,
he's back.
Yep.
Well, the crazy thing is, if you think about the quarterbacks that were thrown at Jerry Rice, and then if you look at the quarterbacks thrown to Mike Evans.
Yeah, Evans has gone through a lot.
That just shows.
Can you name the starters off the top of your head?
for Mike Evans.
Oh yeah, I mean with Jerry Rice, who is it?
Yeah, Joe Montana.
Joe Montana, Steve Young, and then
Jeff Garcia.
I think Jeff Garcia a little bit, and then maybe Rich Gannon at the end, right?
Yeah, with the Raiders.
Rich Gannon was former NFL MVP.
Well, let's see. Go back. You got Baker throw into him.
Well, yeah. Let's count backwards on Bucks quarterback. See if we can do it without looking.
Baker.
Before Baker, who we got, Lummy?
Jameis.
Before Jameis, was it Glennon?
Yeah, we got Mike Glennon, and then
at one point it was McCown.
Yeah, and then we got Freeman.
Before Freeman, it was who started Josh's rookie year at the beginning?
Byron Leftwich.
Was it?
Yeah, Byron Leftwich was the quarterback.
I forgot that.
Because Freeman replaced him against the throwback game. That was his first game against the Packers. The creamsicle jerseys at home.
Yeah, I remember that.
I think it was like week 6, right? Week 5 or 6.
I feel like we're missing some quarterbacks. That's not that many that Evans.
Oh no, there's got to be more, right? I mean, let's see. Before Leftwich, you already said McCown. Oh, then don't forget that one hell of a year we got out of.
Well, who's the Bucks quarterback in 2014? Bucks quarterback.
Well, then don't forget Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh yeah. All right, so his rookie year, McCown and Glennon.
Yeah,
McCown and Glennon in 2014.
So he didn't even get Freeman then.
No, because that was Vincent.
Yeah. So then after so Glennon for a little.
Then it was Jameis. Okay.
Yeah.
Jameis and Fitzpatrick. Jameis was number 1 pick in 2015.
It's still
it's not as many, but it wasn't as good as what Jerry Rice had.
No, Joe Montana, Steve Young. I mean, Jeff Garcia. Jeff Garcia was not a bad quarterback at all.
Jeff Garcia was pretty solid.
I mean, he can sling the rock in, run for it. He was a little Steve
Gruden
Young.
went through some quarterbacks, man. He loved to stock them up. He stocked up quarterbacks like some teams do running backs.
He was trying to find that next great guy.
Yeah, Greasy.
Gradkowski.
Bruce Gradkowski, man.
Chris Sims.
Bruce Gradkowski made a good living by not throwing interceptions and just checking the ball down. But like I think he knew he was overwhelmed as a rookie and just like got in there because of a variety of circumstances that he did not expect to play and did a very admirable job.
Tim Rattay. I was just now naming quarterbacks that I think played there. Chris Sims technically was, I think, Gruden's guy. I think Gruden thought that Chris Sims was his next big thing.
I think so.
And then that spleen yeah. The spleen thing just really blew it up. But I mean, what do you see the Bucks? What do you see the Bucks doing in free agency? I mean, like
pass rush, man. God, you need pass rush.
I pray to God they do, but it seems like lately, anyone they've tried to go after or they have landed has just been a complete flop.
Yeah, like this year, Hassan Reddick didn't do anything.
I think they need to shore up. I mean, both lines. The
Bucks' offensive line is good when healthy, but they just had all those injuries.
But it's healthy. I mean, I think they need to get 1 or 2 anchors at least. Maybe not the studs, like a stud free agent, but some good backups. You know, because I feel like that's the thing is you can't always count it. No one's going to get hurt, so you got to have.
You got to have backups, and
I'm saying some like experienced backups.
I mean, they went through 8 linemen this year. That's tough to do.
Yeah,
but the key free agents right here at Mike Evans and Jamel Dean. Dean, how much is he going to get elsewhere? He'll probably get overpaid elsewhere. He's probably looking at. He signed a big deal here about 3 years ago. I think it was $15 a year, and now he's probably a $10 million a year player on the open market. Someone will give him 3 for 30 or maybe more.
Yeah, some people are going to be.
But he does.
Desperate.
He also has those. He has injury issues.
I'm trying to see who's the defensive line that. I mean, probably with the Bucks. I have a feeling what's going to happen is the Bucks are going to probably draft another line. No, see.
All right, this actually has.
What's chances they can get Trey Hendrickson?
I think they'd more likely draft.
Or Crosby.
I think they're more likely to draft. But I'm looking at this is Sport Track. It has the market value, and this has Evans at 13 this year. So would Evans sign a 1 year 15 here?
No.
You don't think he's playing for less than 20?
Yeah, I think the minimum that he would play is 20. I think he likes it here, but I don't think he's going to.
This is normally pretty accurate on market value. This is normally a pretty good indicator.
Okay. I mean, if you're going with that, it said what, 13?
13-3.
I mean, maybe the Bucks.
1 year, 17 with
yeah.
some incentives.
Yeah, with some incentives. Or you do, say like, hey, let's do 2, 1 guarantee, but do like, 17, and then next year do 20. I mean, the
next year is gonna.
It's not gonna
be unlikely.
Well, yeah, no, you just throw it in there though. 2 for 20, 2 for 30, 2 for 30, 2 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You just make it odd.
We shall see. That's why Jason Light gets the big bucks on that.
Yeah, I know, but his drafts is
it hadn't been good for several years,
and it's not. How many defensive players has he drafted? Defensive linemen that have just
Logan Hall's an okay player, but first round. I mean, I always talk about Diaby. I thought Diaby was going to be a stud. Tryon Shianka, I thought was going to be a stud. Hassan Reddick, we knew that was kind of a boom or bust. Ended up being a bust. Kalijah Cansey is a good player, but had injury issues. I forgot about Cansey because he's
been hurt like every year
early in the year.
Yeah,
but he's been a very good player when healthy. Big V is still under contract. So he's drafted a lot of D linemen.
He has.
Anthony Nelson was a 4th round pick. He's been a solid player,
and they're not hitting.
Not been home runs. I mean, we need a 10-sack guy here. We need a difference maker on defense. The last draft was obviously a lot of corners, a lot of DBs. I think the safeties are obviously Winfield's a Pro Bowler, and Tyke Smith had a good year. You've got several corners. You got McCullum is the highest paid, and once he got smoked by Devontae, he started spiraling. Yeah,
it gets in your head.
Yeah, and because he's been a very good player. But other than that, you've got Parrish had a very good rookie year. Benjamin Morrison showed promise, and then Dean. So Dean will probably be gone. I don't see him here, but I see us sign. I don't think the Bucs will sign a corner. I think it'll be drafting another corner and expecting Morrison and Parrish to play to elevate their games in their second year.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I thought Parrish, but I like Parrish at nickel. I thought that's a real good spot for him. He's a really good tackler. He made a lot of plays on screens behind the line of scrimmage. Just see it and go. And I saw that in his 3 years at K-State. He was very good at that, and it translated to the NFL. Not the biggest guy, and I know the Bucs Bulls like those Carlton Davis, Jamel Dean, 6'1", 6'2", long corners. You're not going to – those guys don't grow on trees, though, that are 6'1", 200 pounds, 6'5" wingspan. Those are hard guys to find, but that's the prototype they want at corner.
Oh, looks like, the curling's over. U.S. lost.
They lost.
They're silver. Bums. Sweden, I guess, took it.
Did you see Arizona lose to Kansas last night?
Yeah, I did.
I watched a little bit of it. God, I forgot how amazing of an atmosphere Fog Allen Fieldhouse is.
I'm guessing you've been there?
No, I've not.
Oh,
I've
really?
never been there for a game. I never been there. I've been in there. I got recruited a little bit by KU out of high school. I didn't get recruited by K-State out of high school, which is interesting. But
KU with your boy,
Mangino?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mangino was the man.
Big Mangino.
Yep.
No, I mean, that looks like a hell of a...
the pregame is just unreal. And they did it without their best player, too. Peterson, who's supposed to be the number 1 or 2 pick. Well, listen, don't yell or cheer too loud at Tulsa because so we went to the game on Sunday and the Tulsa fan in front of us. There was a Tulsa fan?
Yeah, Ashley was, you yell. I mean, they say get loud, like, some parts of the game. They're like, hey, get it up, loud. So she would yell. And, but while standing, by the way, and the other lady was sitting down, lady wanted to fight her. She said she wanted to sue her and call the cops on, get security.
For what?
Cheering too loud. She needed, because they said instead of screaming that we can be just clapping. So I can only imagine if they went to like a Kansas game or North Carolina or Duke or anything like that. I mean,
You're welcome to move. I mean, I know it looked like a pretty decent crowd there, but a decent crowd is still only half full. You can go somewhere where there's nobody.
Oh, there was plenty of seats. Over in the Tulsa area.
Yeah,
which is right to the left of us.
How strict are they about sitting where you're supposed to there? I haven't been this year. I get those varsity club tickets, but I don't go. I got those specifically for football.
Yeah, varsity club tickets are actually pretty nice.
But how strict are they?
Oh, I know. I'm just saying. I'm saying like they're actually a good seat.
Yeah.
Around the benches, they
around there, yeah.
They check it, and then the other side is with the all you can eat club. So they're
is that? Have you been doing your push-ups, by the way?
Yeah.
Good. Feel a difference yet?
I mean, come on, didn't you see? I mean, I expect you to say something when you walked in, and my pump. You
were just doing them?
No. I was actually doing a little bit of curls.
Nice. There you go. You're changing your life over here, Lummy.
While I was waiting for the podcast, I went in and I just grabbed some 25s, and because I don't want to hurt my elbow, but I just did some 25s. My shirt, it felt real swollen.
There's nothing just about it. I just grabbed some 25s. I grabbed some 25s. You don't have to downplay it.
Well,
be proud.
All right. I listen. I went and manhandled those 25s before you got in. So that's why I was ready for you to come in.
Yeah.
And then you
get a pump before the show.
What do you think, since we just mentioned college basketball real quick, have you seen anything, or I'm sure you've seen it, but have you seen any highlights or watched any games of the Miami, Ohio?
Their schedule's been unbelievably soft.
Well, of course.
Like even in non-conference, normally there's some MAC team. As a MAC team, I went to high school at Ohio, where Ohio University's at. Ohio University was playing several big teams a year, non-conference. Miami played literally nobody this year.
Well, normally that's what you do. I mean, your non-conference games are when you go to those it's
just like football. You get some money for it.
Yeah, plus you also go to those winter tournaments.
Sometimes those are scheduled years in advance. But the biggest non-conference game. Old Dominion.
Is that their biggest?
First game of the season, they played Old Dominion. Old Dominion's like a pretty decent basket. They're obviously Sun Belt, but
how about the Air Force? I'm sure they're good.
Air Force, no, they're generally not very good.
I don't even know really. I know them, but I don't know how good they are. Like Mercer, I think is on there.
None of those teams are very good. But let's talk a little bit about college basketball. They're obviously now the only unbeaten team left.
Now, where do you put them if they go unbeaten, right, in the regular season,
and win the conference tournament?
Well, no,
win the MAC tournament up there.
But if they don't win the conference, and their one loss is in the conference championship.
Oh, what do you do? Then they would. If they go undefeated, there's about 7 more games. They'll be 31-0.
Mm-hmm.
Losing the conference championship, you're going to be like 33-1 with your one loss to, let's just call it, Akron or Kent State, who's a legit top 100 team. Also, you have to put them in.
Really?
You have to. The MAC would have to be a 2-bid league for the first time in years. Like, you're in the top 25. Let's give you a hypothetical right now. If University of Virginia is sitting there at 15th, they're 20-3.
Okay, how about this one?
No, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay.
And Virginia's 20-3, and this week they lose a 1-point game to Kent State. Are they dropping out of the top 25?
No.
But Miami of Ohio would drop all the way out of the top 50 if they do the same thing, even though it's only so yeah, that's where I'm just calling bullshit on that.
I guess if they go undefeated in the regular season and then in their conference for whatever reason they get upset first round,
that would make a little bit of a difference. But if you end the season in the top 25, is one loss really going to drop you all the way down? Because there's about 40 at-larges, right? You're in the top 40, you're basically getting in.
Yeah, I guess so. I still
remember the one time it was Utah State. Remember they had a coach with the thick glasses, Stu Morrill?
Yeah.
They were in the top 25 and they got upset. They were like 23-2 or something. It was before they were playing like 33 games, and they got left out. It was like, I couldn't believe that. They were in the top 25 and got left out.
That's insane.
Didn't win their conference. But, Arizona losing, so is Michigan going to move up to number 1? Possibly.
Realistically, they should.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a flip-flop. That's Dusty May, right?
Yeah, it is. FAU.
Done a hell of a job ever since he's gone up there. Obviously, the guy can coach. And the other coach that's just phenomenal is Kelvin Sampson. He's been great everywhere he's been. How mad are you if you're an Indiana fan that about it was phone calls, right? You remember that?
Yes.
He had really good teams. They're winning, and it was phone calls that knocked him off. And Indiana has not been a relevant basketball team. They had those 2 years with Kelvin Sampson, but with Eric Gordon and those guys, but not been very good. But it's a lot of usual suspects in the top 25. Other than some surprises, you got Nebraska, that's where Fred Hoiberg is.
Is it?
Fred Hoiberg's there. Nebraska has a beautiful basketball arena, the Pinnacle Bank Arena. I want to say it's about 15,000. They have great fans, great facilities, and they're only 2 losses. Other than that, the other surprises would be the St. Louis Billikens, sitting there at 23-1. I have not looked at their schedule.
That's where the old Indiana State coach went.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, remember Indiana State when they went on their little run there?
Yeah.
He went over to St. Louis.
Good. I mean, St. Louis is a Rick Majerus, man. You remember him?
Yeah.
Man, Rick Majerus lost the national title game with who was their star player? You remember? Ended up being drafted by the New York Knicks with long socks. Keith Van Horn.
Oh yeah, was he drafted by the Knicks?
Or wait.
Net, the 76ers, right? Or the Nets. I think it was the Nets. Yeah.
Kerry Kittles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so St. Louis only lost is 78-77 to Stanford.
Oh, wow.
They're that close to being undefeated, but they've got the A-10's a solid basketball league with George Mason, VCU, Dayton. Are they going to be George Mason's 21-3, but St. Louis dominating that league right now. Other than that, Miami of Ohio is a surprise, but Clemson's been a very good program the last couple years. Was it Brad Brownell as their coach? They've made, I think, a Sweet 16 the last couple years. So a lot of the usual suspects in there in college basketball.
I think Florida is going to.
Think they're built for the long run.
I think so. They're big. Have you watched a Florida game?
Chenyalu?
Yeah,
dude, he's a horse.
Well, they got what? Like they got like 4. They got, I think, 3 7-footers. Well, and obviously that 7'6" guy. But I mean, obviously basketball has changed where it's not just size.
Yeah,
but those guys are athletic.
They're extreme. Florida,
the 7'6" guy.
SEC is
7'9". Sorry, 7'9" guy.
Yeah, SEC is pretty good. I mean, they go all the way down. I think Texas is basically the last team on the bubble.
What do you think currently is the strongest division?
Ooh.
Or conference, I should say, not division. Sorry.
I knew what you meant. Big 10 and Big 12.
Really?
I think the SEC is probably third.
What are you saying on the minor conferences?
Take a look at these standings here of the teams I've seen play. The Americans are one bid league. That's basically what we're looking at. Who's a 2-bid league?
Yeah, East. I think Big East is going to be a 2-bid.
Big East is not a small league, though.
No, I know. Well, I'm just saying they're 2-bid, right?
Villanova's on the bubble.
All right, so that's 3 though, because you got St. John and
St. John's and UConn will be locked.
Yeah.
Villanova 9-3 in conference, 18-5 overall. See how they finish up, and then you've got Seton Hall that has some good non-conference wins, but they're only 6-7 in the conference.
Look at the Big South, man. Yeah,
that's a 1-bid league, though. What were you saying? Look at the Big South.
Big South might be 2, man.
No.
You don't think so?
No chance in hell High Point gets in.
What do you mean?
Or Winthrop. None of those teams are getting. Look who they're beating up on. There's only 2 teams with 500 records, better than 500 records. All right, let's keep going on the Big West. Nope, 1-bid league. 1-bid league. CAA, 1-bid league. Conference USA. Liberty would be your only shot. They're not going to make it, I don't think. Horizon League, another 1-bid league.
Yeah.
Ivy League. Ivy League always presents a problem for whoever wins that, but they're a 1-bid league.
Yeah, between Yale and Hartford.
Metro Atlantic, 1-bid league. MAC, 1-bid league. Unless Akron, MAC could be a 2-bid league.
If
Akron or Kent State beats an undefeated Miami in the conference finals.
Yeah.
Then they could be a 2-bid league. MEAC, that's a 1-bid league. Missouri Valley has some good teams normally, but Belmont's sitting there 22-4, but I don't think they would anyway get in at large.
I mean, they got the Mountain West.
Mountain West, a good league. Utah State, who USF beat.
Yeah, they're creeping back in the top 25.
They're good. I mean, San Diego State's a very good program, as well as New Mexico. This is not a 1-bid league.
I think Utah State's 20. I think they got them at like 28 right now.
Yeah, and San Diego State is a very, very good program for a long time. Made the national championship game, right?
Yeah. Beat FAU to get there.
Yep.
I mean, FAU.
That's the best of that's the best league. Even like Colorado State's a good program. They're sitting there at 13-10, 4-8 in the conference. We know Boise's been a traditionally very good basketball team. The Grand Canyon's been very good too. They moved into the Mountain West now, and they're 8-4 in conference. But as far as the non-power leagues, you got the Mountain West is looking at this right now. That's definitely number one. So now we go Northeast Conference, one bid league. Ohio Valley, one bid. Patriot League, one bid.
And you get the SEC.
SEC, obviously, you've got probably 9, maybe 10. Goes all the way down to Texas and Georgia on the bubble. And Auburn was highly ranked preseason, so that does help if they can get on a little roll here. Sitting there 5-5, 14-9, but they do have some really quality wins, so that's a potential to get in as an at-large.
Especially if they can do some damage in the conference championship.
Yeah, if they can.
Tournament, I should say.
Such a big tournament, you can get 2 or 3 wins.
Yeah.
And SoCon, Southland, SWAC, Summit, none of these, and then the Sun Belt. Oh, West Coast Conference with Santa Clara, Gonzaga, and St. Mary's are all 3. If you know basketball and you watch basketball, you know these teams are damn good. Those teams, Gonzaga is no longer a Cinderella mid-major. They're a powerhouse. They get top players, and they're really good. And Santa Clara this year is first in that conference, and St. Mary's is a perennial top 25-ish team, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. I know we got the Western Athletic Conference.
One big.
It's just crazy while I was scrolling through with it, too. The amount of schools.
Ton.
And the amount of conferences that are in there. And just the way that they have been able to figure out the tournament. You know, I mean, obviously, because if you look about it, I mean, obviously
they've made very small changes to it. To the March Madness.
Yeah,
I mean, they moved from 64 to 68.
Well, I know, but I'm saying is that they've kind of got it figured out. Without you just look at all the
Does it get to 96 in our lifetime with 32 buys or something like that?
Yeah.
or do they expand like they have the first 4? Do they eventually bring that to the first 16 and do 4, 4, 4, 4? I don't know. But all right, here's a question for you. You get to go. You just get implanted. You get to go to one conference tournament. Which one are you going to?
Ooh.
You got the ACC, which is normally in either. I think of it as Greensboro, right?
Yeah, I've been to the SEC when it was here.
Same here. I went to that one.
Yeah,
but you get to go to one conference tournament. You get the ACC tournament in Greensboro. You get Big 12 in Kansas City, Big East at Madison Square Garden, Big 10 at either the United Center in Chicago or they sometimes do it in Indy. SEC, and they kind of move that around, but call it Atlanta. Atlanta's the home of the SEC. Which one do you want to go to among those?
It's probably between... probably between the Big 12 and the Big 10.
I was saying the same thing.
I was thinking ACC,
I think the Big 10 this year. I want to see that Michigan team.
Yeah, I'd probably go the Big 10.
I like Big 10 number 1. But I've also never been to anything at Madison Square Garden. And if you can get that St. John's versus UConn final, that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was trying to think of also the arenas it was in, the cities it was in.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be fun to go to Kansas City and watch. That's why I was kind of thinking about the Big 12.
They got a great environment there, and obviously Kansas has run that conference for a long time, and but this year they got 4 teams in the top 10. I mean,
but I think with the Big 10, the Big 10, the fans Michigan would show up. Obviously, Illinois, Nebraska, coming out of nowhere, Nebraska, Michigan State, Purdue.
Purdue is preseason number 1.
And they're now 13th.
Yeah. Still very, very good. And they've got one of the best coaches. You know their coach?
Purdue?
Yeah. They've only had 2 coaches in the last 50 years. Matt Painter's this guy. I think he was on Gene Katie's staff. Do you remember Gene Katie?
Yeah.
Mean Gene, man.
Oh, is that who's there?
That's the only 2 coaches they've had.
Matt
he
Painter,
took over. Matt Painter's been there probably 15 years now.
Jeez.
And picked right up.
I wasn't really... To be honest, I wasn't Big 10. Big 10 basketball to me, growing up and things like that, it was more of obviously following the SEC.
Yeah.
Or, the ACC and not really expanding out
ACC
there.
was the one when I was growing up.
Yeah, Duke
and Carolina were just better than everybody. It was just a better conference tournament. I mean, you'd occasionally see NC State or back then, who were the other elite ACC? Wake Forest. I grew up watching Tim Duncan.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, and I think of Syracuse. I mean, Carmelo Anthony was kind of the Cam Newton of the college basketball, Yeah,
he played 1 year? He played 1 year.
1 year at Syracuse, wins a national title, Final Four MVP. I think, but the difference with him and Cam is that Auburn team was average. Syracuse was at least a pretty good team without him, but they definitely, they're a national title because of him.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Well, definitely Notre Dame's always up there, but not this year.
Basketball?
Yeah.
They've had several bad years in a row. They want to get, Shrewsbury's in his, Micah Shrewsbury's the head coach. He hadn't done real well there. I think he came over from Penn State.
No, that's not
But Duke's, Duke hit another home run. They're going to be similar to Purdue in the fact that you get Gene Cady and go to Matt Painter. You have two coaches like Pittsburgh Steelers, right? We're going to look here, and unless John Shire goes to the NBA, 25 years from now, Duke's going to have a 65-year stretch of two coaches.
I feel like now, and I feel like nowadays, though, maybe it's just recent, but it doesn't seem like that many. The bigger name, and like I said, maybe I'm way off, but they're not making that hop up to the NBA.
No, a lot of them are staying in college.
They can afford it now too, right?
Yeah, they always could. You're having the same issues in college basketball as you do in college football, but there's only 32 NBA jobs. There's probably about 50 great college jobs. Do you know who the head coach for Virginia is?
No, who?
I was just looking at it yesterday. It's the coach who beat them from Maryland Eastern Shore. You remember that? When there was the 1-16, the first ever.
Oh, then he flipped over to.
He went somewhere else first.
I was going to say.
But I was down one of those rabbit holes yesterday on.
You just started getting yourself squirreled.
My autism started going, and
that's. I started getting a little frustrated with college, because I was a Florida Gator fan at the time, when Belly Donovan left, all these different things, and we go to the NFL or NBA, then you had the Bettino and all these different guys, because Bettino's with, is Bettino with, is he still coaching?
Bettino's in St. John's.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got the billionaires ready to roll in New York.
That is absolutely insane.
Yeah. So his name's Ryan Odom, head coach of Virginia. So
okay.
Check out this resume. It's pretty damn good. So he was Charlotte's interim head coach in 2014, 2015, went 8-11. Then got a head job at Lenoir-Rhyne, D2, 1 year, 21-10. Then goes to UMBC. And in 5 years there, goes 97-60, including being the first ever team to beat a 16-1.
Yeah.
Moves on from there. Utah State, who's a very good basketball program, 18-16 in his first year, 26-9 in his second year tournament. Then goes to VCU, another really good mid-major, 24-14. First year, 28-7 the next year, and then goes to UVA. So it's a guy he's a little bit of a Signetti type guy, right? Just everywhere he goes wins, and now he's got a big job.
Jeff Corey in chat wants to know, who do you, since it's still obviously before the tournament, who are you predicting could be the team to win it all?
March Madness?
Yes. Are you going with the?
So obviously Arizona just lost for the first time. Your one seeds right now would you have 6 teams, I think, fighting for that one seed with Nebraska on the outside. So you got UConn, Iowa State, Duke, Houston, Michigan, Arizona. 4 of them are going to be the top seeds. Kansas, Michigan State are lurking with proven coaches, right? You got great coaches. You got the pedigree of North Carolina there. Purdue's been there several times as well. Florida is another one that's sitting there at 14. But these one seeds, I think, are this year extremely, extremely strong.
Are you predicting? How about this one? Give me the 2 teams that you think are going to be in the championship at least. Then
Houston, Michigan.
So you think Houston, Michigan, huh?
Houston, Michigan.
So you think it's a 1-1?
Yeah, I think it's a 1-1 this year. I mean, I think we might have. I think the final.
When's the last time?
There's been some seasons when it's been like that. But I could the teams that are on the outside that make a run, I could easily see Purdue or Florida.
Yeah.
Just you have great Florida won a national title last year. This coach knows what the hell he's doing. They're a good team. Has played a very tough schedule. Purdue, great coach also. And Michigan State at 10. No one would be shocked if they make the Final Four.
I could see them too getting into at this point a 2-3 seed.
Yeah, easily. And they can easily get. And if one of those teams is sitting around 9 gets hot. 9 through 14, you win your conference tournament, you get all the way up to a 2.
Yeah, and then if you get seeded correctly.
But then don't forget, UConn won 2 national titles in a row.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take Houston as my national champ this year. Why? Because it's Kelvin Sampson's been damn close. That's probably of those top 5 or 6 teams would be the most unlikely in Vegas's eyes. Certainly Duke, Michigan, Arizona would be. And UConn would probably be the betting favorites, but I'm going to take Houston.
Wow.
I think they're about the most well-conditioned athletic team I've ever seen in my entire life every year. Love Kelvin Sampson. I love the way he runs a basketball program.
That's interesting.
I saw a thing like it was Houston running their miles. They have to run a mile conditioning. I think it was 2 years ago. The slowest mile on the team was like 5:31.
Holy shit.
And that was their big man who was like 6'9", 250.
Jeez.
Yeah. They had several guys down there like right around 5 minutes flat. And you see it when they play. I mean, they're like the old Arkansas Nolan Richardson teams.
They're just get up and go.
They literally they D you up. They D you up like crazy.
I don't see like for some reason, I'm not going to say they're going to win, but I have a feeling that Florida. It's just the year Florida is going to get kind of above that little bubble they've been in. I think
Florida just won a national title last year.
Huh?
Florida won.
No. I'm saying like this year. Sorry, in the season, they're like they've been kind of like
sitting around. Middle of the pack. Oh, so you think they're going to have a hot stretch and end up 23-7?
Yeah, I think. They haven't had that stretch this year. It's been I can feel them running it, but they're not going to win it. I can feel them.
They've won about 10 out of their last 12, and they played again. Look at their non-conference. They lost to Arizona. They lost to TCU. Lost to Duke. Lost to U. They played good teams. They played teams to get ready for the tournament.
Yeah,
that's really good.
And I feel like that's it. They're going to explode through it. I don't want to pick them, so I think they're going to make it there. I think Michigan's going to win.
think Michigan's going to win it all.
I think it's going to be between Michigan and Florida, obviously depending on how they seed it. But
who gets the luck of the draw in terms of the bracket? But I mean, shoot, their best players from UAB, Michigan, Yaxel Lendenberg.
Oh yeah,
14-7, big guy. But he only averages 14, so that tells you it's a very balanced team.
Well, that's what's his name? The coach. His play calling is very balanced. Like they spread it around. They got
7 guys averaging 8 or more.
Yeah, they spread it around.
Their minutes per game. That's also, look at the minutes per game. 28 minutes per game is their highest. They've got below that 23, 22, 21, 25. So they're a deep team. They're playing a good brand of basketball. Turnovers, 12 turnovers a game, which is also very solid. Oh, look at the bottom of the roster. Howard Isley Jr., remember the dad?
Yeah.
I don't remember who he played for the longest, but point guard in the NBA for a long time. And Charlie May, that's got to be the son, right?
Well, you would think so.
Oh, yeah, that's the son. 6'5", 190 from Boca.
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Did he play No, he played at UCF first.
Oh, he got picked up too. Yeah, I think what's his name? He recruits pretty well in Florida.
I would think so.
What's his name? Why am I?
Dusty May.
Dusty May. Thank you. But yeah, it's exciting. I love
the conference tournaments are amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, when's the next time we have SEC here in Tampa? Do you know?
Is it 2029? 2028?
I hope so. That'd be awesome.
Because I think we're on it's like kind of like a cycle. Let's see. So they make the SEC and Tampa. Let's see if we can get that. I think we have a women's one here this year, but I don't
watch
care about
women's
women's. conferences. Let's see. Media Day now. We did. Yeah. Fuck. I hate being able to be on my phone. Yeah. Whatever. We'll look it up. This computer is completely dead.
Anyway, so I'm picking University of Houston.
Houston to win it all. And I got Michigan winning it all.
Neither of us are really going out on a limb, though.
I know. It's not like we said St. Louis.
Yeah.
I just like the way he coaches. It's almost like old school basketball where they set it up, they feed their guys. They're not just running gun.
Bridgestone Arena in Nashville looks like they have a little monopoly on the tournament till 2030.
Oh shit! No, I guess we're getting the SC. I think it must be the women's I'm thinking of, because I know one is coming here.
Yeah, it's got to be women's. Yeah. I'd rather watch women's hockey. I'd watch women's hockey before women's basketball. Although I will, not a WNBA fan to say the least. Women's college basketball, way better of a watch than WNBA.
Yeah.
Though it's not as, WNBA, you're not, don't get me started.
I'd rather watch paint dry.
But in college, there's at least some amazing atmospheres. You get some, you get some really good atmospheres in college basketball. Same with women's college gymnastics. Pretty amazing. Some SEC and...
Yeah, and it's softball too. You might as well throw all three of them.
It's all about the atmosphere. And also when you get to the pro level and see the entitlement of some of these women's NBA players, it's like, no. I like the college women's game better. But
yeah, and hopefully it stays that way.
Yep.
But thank you, Grant.
Enjoyed it.
Sorry about the late start. And we'll jump back at it. And once obviously the computer will be up, I say I'm going to prep on some more for some college basketball.
Yeah, college basketball, college football off season, as well as NFL free agency. I'm actually reading the Nick Saban book right now, but Lummy told me this one was here. This will be my next read, I think.
Yeah, the Bear Bryant one. So enjoy that one.
So I guess I'm going down the Alabama rabbit hole.
There you go. You're going to know everything there is to know about Alabama football by next week.
No, I won't be done with the Saban book for another probably 4 days. And this Bear Bryant book is, I average about 30 pages a day, 25 or 30, and this is going to take me 2 weeks to read this one.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. That's
the goal, man. I'm in my second year of trying to. If you average 25 pages a day, you'll read a book every 2 weeks.
Well, shit. I'm just going to stick to my 5 push-ups.
5 push-ups. We'll work on the book reading next.
Yeah, maybe 3 pages a day.
25 pages a day, man. Get it done.
Thank you, Grant.
See ya.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next week. See ya.
Previously on the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Check you out, like a library book. He'll check you out at Crown Vic, but he made you put your own together?
No, and that's what people thought, that we built our own car and took it down there. I just have about 100 cars at home, so I just dug one out, and I was
100
like,
cars.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
like-
sure. I have hey there. I got me an 06 Crown Vic.
Don't let the Mounties find out about that.
yeah.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
Tuesday, February 10, 2026, the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, originating from Tampa, Florida. Myself, Lummy, Dr. Dan Diaco, also a lawyer, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire, the Macho Man, and the great Seth Kushner. Hello, Seth.
What's up, Sponge Show?
I cannot pull off the Clem Kush today because I got a Bubba one-on-one.
Oh, boy.
That's a shame because Seth looks really awake today. He looks like wide awake, full beans.
He does look good.
He does.
He looks good. I actually, let me decide. I got my hair cut yesterday.
Oh, it looks good.
So I decided to do my hair rather than to wear. It's been, God, I can't even tell you. I've been wearing that Travis who's our guy from?
Yeah, semi-autographed Travis.
Semi-autographed glass Travis. I've been wearing his shirt, his sweatshirt, and it looks like I'm an employee of Semi-Autoglass. Been wearing I love his flat build hats, and I've been wearing his sweatshirts and what have you. I decided, well, I got a haircut yesterday. I'll break out my big boy haircut today. So I can't even tell you the last time I did my hair.
Who cuts it?
Merch Crit cuts it. She cuts it. She's actually pretty good. She's been cutting it for a long time. Do you guys still do your gimmick where the Diaco brothers all meet at one of the Diaco brothers' house?
Every 3 weeks.
And the same woman comes and cuts all 3 heads of hair?
Yes, sir.
And then gets out. Now, do you guys take turns hosting it?
Yeah, we rotate.
Really? Mm-hmm. When's the last time? Now, who's up next?
I was me last time, so I think it's Jay's turn.
Jay. Now, will you guys all coordinate? Is there a particular day? Is it a Monday? Is it a Wednesday? Is it a Friday?
It's usually a Wednesday or Thursday, and then Steven sends out a group text, and we all say yes, no problem.
Is it afternoon? Usually?
No, it's like at 8 o'clock.
In the morning?
Evening.
Oh, at night?
Yeah.
Oh, at night.
Like she comes by after work.
Oh, after she gets done doing her beauty salon job.
Right.
Right.
It was great during COVID because we didn't have to reinvent that. We had already had that system set up.
I mean, you guys have had that system for
ever.
What's next? Dentistry? Get a dentist. You seem to probably have the most room, so turn one of the upstairs bedrooms into a little dental hygiene place and
/ tailor.
Well, yeah, there you go. A lot of rich people have a barber shop. I know Dion has a barber shop at his place. He gets his hair, And then I know also, I've heard of a lot of influential people having their own, the dentist will come to their place because they don't like going to the dentist in public or whatever. But
yeah, but like they got the X-ray equipment, and
yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get a half-assed dental exam. You know?
Unless you, and I gotta think that I gotta think, and well, all medical equipment's expensive, isn't it? I mean,
all of it. It's a medical pen is expensive.
Right.
It's like space, with the $50 million toilets.
It's like aviation, where like a set of brakes for the plane that you and your family and my family used to own together, like a set of brakes, and it only had it had 3 wheels. A set of brakes was like $9,000 for a set of brakes.
Jeez.
Just because everything's got to be triple, Everything's got to have a backup to it, so instead of one brake line,
You're
got
not buying
two.
brake pads on Temu?
No, you're not buying brake pads on Amazon or any of that. Lummy, what's the click today? Oh, the Jezine, the whatever.
The Ghislaine Maxwell.
You know that she's I guess she's thrown it out there that she could pretty much clear Trump of all this nonsense, but it comes with a caveat. It comes with a pardon. I guess she testified a little bit yesterday via Zoom and pled the fifth, and people want to know who she's protecting and things like that. But supposedly her lawyer threw out that she could completely get Trump off the hook with a pardon. I think that Trump probably is all over the Epstein files. I know that Epstein went to Mar-a-Lago a little bit, but I really don't think that Trump did any underage girl stuff. I feel like he didn't. So why not just throw it out there? I mean, you can't deny the fact that you knew the guy. You can't deny the fact that he's been to your Mar-a-Lago place. If you double down on what you've been saying, hey, after I found out or after he got arrested or whatever, I completely didn't have anything to do with him. I think you could probably pretty much prove that as well. And as long as you didn't, there's nothing on any type of manifest or anything like that shows that you were, participating in underage stuff, then just let it out. I think giving her a pardon is optically a bad look. Really a bad look.
I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think she's going to get anything. I think now that you had Congress that was able to go see some of the redacted files yesterday, I think they have. I saw a few people say that she's even more of a monster than they realized. And
really?
I guess the 60 redacted guys. They're trying to get those guys, I guess, unredacted so they can get arrested and prosecuted and all sorts of things. I guess a couple of guys around the world and a couple of guys that live in the United States they saw are involved.
So yesterday there was another big data dump, right?
No, the politicians got to go read 20% of the files that were unredacted.
So now the congressional part of this is starting to happen, right? Because I think that we haven't had any congressional. Isn't that where the Clintons are supposed to testify and things like that, all through the Congressional Oversight Committee? That I think maybe that process is starting now, maybe because I think Maxwell testified yesterday.
Yeah, she declined to answer any questions. Just
Right.
play the fifth.
I've been having this story actually for quite a while. By the way, I'll get to the Maxwell stuff a little bit later, but I've been hanging on to this for a while, and I might as well burn it. Try to play it and get it out there. Man convicted of leaving girl to be eaten by gators. How do you avoid the death sentence when you did he kill the girl or I can see that if she didn't die and she got out and she didn't get eaten by gators, I could see where you could be given life in prison with no parole. But if you killed the girl and then you were going to just throw the body in the Everglades and have the gators eat the body, and then there's no evidence. To me, man, that's death penalty all day, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the girl made it. Let me see if
No, the child was killed.
the child was killed.
Yeah.
To die by alligators. Turning to this story of a South Florida man who left a 5-year-old girl to die by alligators who was given a second chance today. A Miami-Dade jury.
Well, why should anybody, when that's what you've done, you've killed a kid,
Kidnapped it too.
you kidnapped and killed a child, and so you killed him, and then and in order to get rid of the body, you take it to the Everglades to be eaten by gators. How can that guy not be absolutely the best candidate ever for the death penalty? Why would you give that guy a second chance? Now, I know a second chance just is living in a caged cell for the rest of your life. But, I mean, I really do believe in, killing people. As I do believe in capital punishment in some instances, where, all appeals have been exhausted. There's DNA evidence, there's just no wiggle room. Like, for instance, Dan, the guy that you've been representing in the clemency, I know you're part of a clemency board. and a group of lawyers that try to get innocent people out of prison. And there are some really innocent people in prison, including the guy you've been trying to help.
Yeah, the Innocence Project of Florida has gotten people out that have been wrongfully convicted, really
people deserve,
vindicated by DNA.
Right, by DNA.
And they've been in jail for 30 years. 35 years. It's crazy. Some of these people's lives have just been destroyed.
But when you got the DNA, when the states got the DNA, and there's no other human being that could have done this heinous act, man, why not kill them? Because, I mean, there is no wiggle room. Like, if they didn't have the DNA, then there's a little bit of wiggle room. But if they got you on videotape, they got you on DNA deal, and there's, a 99.9999999% chance that there's no other human being that could have done that. Why not death penalty it up, buddy? Especially with something this bad.
Turning to this story of a South Florida man who left a 5-year-old girl to die by alligators.
Look at that scumbag.
He looks guilty, but
second chance
it's
today.
like Lawrence Taylor's dad.
Don't you think, though, sometimes, Bubba, that everyone gets one pass?
No.
Unless it's like a cop or the president or something like that, like
or Bubba Clem.
Or I'm just talking about, like, because there's so many, a lot of murders happen in anger, or someone they know, something like that, or it got away from them, like vehicular homicides.
Yeah.
I don't know if they should get death penalties.
No.
I think someone that's killed multiple people, has a habit, a criminal, a career criminal that finally robbed 16 people, the 17th person he kills. Those people, yes.
Or somebody that killed a child and tried to feed him to the gators.
Pretty bad. I think those really extreme ones, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's too much. When sometimes it get like. Do you think that like Luigi Mangione, if he's convicted, should die?
Yeah.
Seth?
Just because, and I'll let Seth answer after I say. I think Luigi Mangione should die just because of the premeditated part of it.
It wasn't just in a fit of anger. He wasn't drunk and just actually beat up someone too hard.
It wasn't like the guy that threw the chair into the TV after the Patriots lost.
Right.
Did you see that footage, Seth?
Yeah, I don't think it's real, but I think it was a funny set. I think it was funny that they were all in on it.
I think some of those are getting set up now.
Yeah, clearly you all agree that you're going to smash the TV, which is funny, I guess, to do that. I thought it was a funny video. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, what's your opinion on the Luigi Mangione deal? I say death penalty because of the premeditated aspect of it. What do you say? The guy killed the United
I say
Healthcare.
Keep him alive and study him forever.
Like do a lobotomy on him and check his brain and things like that.
Why not, man? Instead of killing all these psychopaths, maybe just keep some alive so we can figure out, what possesses somebody to go, murder somebody for what they think is right.
Do you want to torture him too at the time?
I want to torture him. I do. I'd like to.
A Miami-Dade jury spared Harrell Brady's life today. After 4 hours of deliberations, jurors recommended the 76-year-old should be sentenced to life in prison. He was convicted of dumping the child in the Everglades where she was killed by alligators. This happened in
Oh, hold on. So they're saying that she was killed by alligators.
Yeah.
Like he didn't actually murder her. He just left her to be murdered.
That's even worse.
Is that worse?
Yeah.
98.
He could have left her to be found.
Shoot me in the head and throw me out there. Don't let me have to go out there and fight alligators where there's a portion of you're actually alive for some of it as you're struggling by the way, let's not forget, I think the girl was 6.
5.
Yeah, the girl's 5.
5-year-old in the middle of the Everglades.
I mean, Lummy, you got a 4-year-old. Can you imagine? I mean, can you even wrap your head around poor little Walker being thrown out in the air and then having to try to fight off? Now, I know he's a big kid.
He'd eat the alligators.
Yeah, Walker would kill them.
Yeah, he'd just give him a stick. He'd be fine.
Walker is the exception. Lummy, have you guys had Walker analyzed by a doctor? Is he in like the upper 5% or something as far as bigness?
Yeah, certain parts of him is he's in the.
Although he's starting to kind of thin out, like he's kind of getting tall and thinning out a little bit.
Yeah, he keeps hitting these little growth spurts that keep slimming him out.
He's like the Stretch Armstrong. They start off thick and you stretch him, they skinny up a little bit.
I'll tell you, Dan. You know how you want to throw a baseball around a lot. You need to start throwing with Walker because he loves baseball. I saw a couple baseball footages of him that Ashley put up. And I think, Lummy, is that the sport that he's gravitating to right now?
Yes.
Is baseball.
All he wants to do is play baseball.
So let's throw out the soccer. Soccer sucks.
No, soccer's done. He doesn't play soccer anymore.
Soccer sucks.
Soccer's for 5-year-olds.
Yeah, soccer's just to keep your kid, I think now isn't Sammy gravitating to girls basketball? Isn't that what she's doing?
She's been playing soccer, so I'm not sure if she's going to go back to basketball or not.
Does she not like basketball?
She likes soccer more because all of her friends are in it.
Oh, so it has nothing to do with necessarily her skill set. It has to do with it's a social.
No, she's terrible. She's just out there to dance and be the social.
She's just out there to be a social butterfly.
Oh, yeah, they love her. They love her. So
Joseph Shinko, 75 for Steph's socks hat.
the coach was going around, giving out trophies on Saturday. The coach was going around saying, great words about everybody on the team. And I was like, wow, what's going to say about my daughter? And he's like, she's, if you ever need to learn some dance moves, then Sam's the person to go to. So
and you were proud, but yet a little bit like, why couldn't they say that Sam had a good crossover? Or
no, I know it's her first year. We joke about it. Like she plays goalie, which is awesome, but otherwise she's very slow. So I don't know if athletics are going to be where her future lies.
Cheerleading, maybe.
No, I think she's an artist. I think so.
Can she draw and stuff like that?
No, just more like creating just makeup and fashion and things like that.
Yeah.
She's doing makeup now at this age?
Oh yeah.
Well, she's 7.
Come on, really?
And she's going to be 8.
Oh yeah,
Man,
Yeah.
you got your
Yeah,
hands full.
yeah.
I mean, you got to start learning how to put the makeup on at 6, 7, 8.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
She puts it on at the house. She does it with her friends, beauty treatments and stuff.
They play like beauty shop.
I take her all the time to Target. I'm just like, pick out whatever makeup you want under $10. So
not the expensive Mac stuff, or you can pick out the Maybelline and stuff like that.
Oh, I've learned about some cheaper brands, that's for sure.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
Hey guys, want to get lucky this Valentine's Day? Relax, we got you covered. Because when it comes to romance, it's all about the box. Set the mood, turn the lights down, get on the comfortable couch. With the box, you'll see things you've never seen before. Thrilling, hot and steamy, smooth, slow burn romance that actually works. Whether it's heart-pounding action, edge of your seat games, or movies that say, don't go to bed yet. The box delivers. This Valentine's Day, don't overthink it. Bring home the one thing that never disappoints. Visit getabox.com. Use promo code BUBBA for $25 off your new box. Every channel, every game, every movie ever made. Getabox.com, promo code BUBBA.
Listen up, freak shows! She's back. Living proof that a man can live without a brain. Back to Bubba!
So, Matt Heller, of course, we're Team Heller. Love Matt Heller. Known Matt Heller for probably 20 years. Of course, Matt Heller, the CEO, president, and founder of Horn Blasters.
That thing was loud.
Oh, yeah. And I think they got a deal going on right now. They're really trying to push like this new Valentine's deal or something going on. Maybe you're a woman, you're listening to this show, and you just know that your husband who's got a pickup truck or maybe even an I think the spare tire delete kit can almost fit on anything, but they're doing some huge specials at hornblasters.com.
So that delete kit, does that mean it replaces where your spare is?
Yes.
It's that big? It just kind of bolts into that area?
And it's made for more like pickups, because that way you can throw your spare in the back of your tailgate. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, and this is what, and if you go to hornblasters.com, it shows you all types of different, audio samples and installation brackets and different things and what things sound like. Lummy, I think I have the, I think I actually have the spare tire delete kit.
Oh, perfect.
No, don't. Oh, perfect. You're supposed to validate that I do have it in there. You guys found it, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have it. I just wasn't sure if you had that one or if you had the little 3-liter horn kit.
No, I think I got this one, and this is what it supposedly sounds like.
It's a commercial train.
So I got that one in a box that he sent me. I just never installed it. And so I talked to Matt yesterday, and he's like, listen, we're going to get Lasker in. Listen, and if there's anybody that works for the show or anybody that could be obnoxious with a train horn, it's Gene Lasker. So he's like, Matt's been listening to the show. He's like, have Lasker get with me, and we can get him in on the 17th or the 18th. To put his horn in his truck, courtesy of Horn Blasters. And I'm like, well, Matt, don't forget, I got one. I already got a kit. Can you just put it in for me? So they're gonna put mine, which I think is this one. So I think I get mine installed the week after Lasker does.
Can we hear the middle one? How that one sounds?
This is the Outlaw 228 train horn kit. A little bit smaller. That might be what you need for your Tesla.
There you go.
Right, because my Tesla horn sucks.
Oh yeah, I mean,
have you heard my Tesla horn?
I heard that they're kind of wimpy.
It was wimpy, and they offered an upgrade, and the upgrade is like almost sounds like a fart. It's like a.
Well, Tarek, my brother-in-law, has it where you can actually program your horn. If you were as technical as he was, or he could come over and do it for you on your Tesla, you can program your horn to be any sound you want.
Well,
like his is a fart.
I want it to sound like the spare tire deal.
Now this is the most compact. I'm on hornblasters.com. This is the Sprocker 3-liter horn kit. Maybe because of restrictions of for space restrictions. Dan, maybe let's see what the littlest one sounds like.
Sounds like a super normal horn.
So anyway, do they have
the middle one?
Put that on your Lamborghini.
Yeah. Those Italian horns are sucked too. By some of the old Ferraris, it's like barely makes a noise.
That's what Seth needs on his Volkswagen.
Oh, big time.
Pulling up to car line and he didn't see Sammy, so he hits a.
There's 5 of them.
Me too.
That's the Leslie RS5T.
Jesus.
Let's look at the Nathan Air Chime P3. You know what? Now, you know where a lot of his business comes from? I know he did the place where the Falcons plays. I think he did where the Detroit Red Wings play. He does a lot of the I think he does a lot of the stadiums. When especially in a hockey facility, when they score, usually you hear, That's the King 5, by the way. Here's the Outlaw. I think for the place, is that the Mercedes Dome? The Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes in Atlanta, yeah.
I think they're he has a combination of a Leslie and an Outlaw.
He does the Nathan Air Chime. That's the one in the right there. The Nathan Air Chimes, the one in the Mercedes Benz.
Oh yeah, that sounds like goal. Anyway, Lasker can't get one of these fast enough.
Your mom must have really tried to avoid giving you noisy gifts as a kid.
That kind of sounds like the Lightnings right there a little bit. The Nathan Air Chime P5. So anyway, I talked to Matt yesterday. I got Lasker a deal and an install date, and then Lummy. I know that I think my box, my Horn Blaster Delete spare tire delete kit, you said you found for me, right?
Yes.
It's in the pantry.
Yes.
Still in the box.
100%.
Still in the Horn Blaster's box.
Yep.
So is there any new information on the Savannah Guthrie deal? I know that she released a new video pleading for the public's help to find her mom. She says, "We believe our mom is still out there. We are at an hour of desperation. We need your help." And this is just strictly my opinion. And I hope, but I'm also a realist. You know, that would be like, say, I wish I could weigh 205 pounds tomorrow. But, realistically, I would have to really, make some major life changes and probably have to go to a fat camp and all kinds of things. But anyway, I think the longer it goes, probably, like if you were to get an FBI guy that's in charge of, hostage negotiations or, ransom, stuff like that, I think probably the longer you go, the worse odds you have on survival. Just because I think there comes a point where the bad guys are done, babysitting, and they're over it. If they can't efficiently get this money or have open lines of communications to the Guthries, right?
Well, then what do they do? They just leave her in the Everglades? I mean what do you do?
Kill her?
You're going to act so someone doesn't pay in 8 days, then you're going to go ahead and just step up to murder?
Well, here's the deal.
I don't think there's any kidnappers, or they would have already gotten paid.
So Seth, you think she's already a goner?
I think if you're sitting, if you play the latest Savannah Guthrie video, I know everybody's got their theories. I guess I do, but I'm just saying I feel like if they were able to have communication with the people that allegedly kidnapped her, they were willing to pay. Now these people that allegedly kidnapped her can't prove anything, that she's alive, that she's dead, that they have her.
I don't think they can prove anything that doesn't implicate them.
Right, and now that's why they're just going, okay, we just need help from the public now, because to me, they don't have any idea what's happening if they're coming out like this.
Right, and I'm going to play this here momentarily, what Seth's talking about. But the other thing is this. Let's say you're a bad guy, and you started out trying to do this and trying to get, $1 million and set it up through Bitcoin, and you got cold feet for whatever reason because you felt as if you're going to get caught. I mean, like you said, Dan, why do something that for sure is... Now, just holding her ransom and not hurting her is a crime, obviously.
Absolutely, a felony. And
Sure.
They would go away to jail for a long time, but no one's going to do the electric chair for someone that has a kidnapping / ransom go wrong, as long as the person's still alive.
Right. So there probably comes a point with these bad guys are like, okay, we can't. This is just strictly my opinion. I think it aligns with Seth, and that is, okay, we couldn't figure this out without not getting caught. So let's just go dump her off at a park somewhere in the middle of the night